Electricity. Electricity, like all of you know about the charges. So basically, if this is any conductor, then certain amount of charges is flowing through this conductor in, let us say, in time t. The time taken by this conductor to cover a time taken by this charge to cover this conductor is time t. Then we can say that there is a current flowing through this conductor, and that current is given by q upon t. So basically, we can say that current is the rate of flow of charge. The rate of flow of charge, that is current. So we can define electricity as the rate of flow of charge. The rate of flow of charge, this is current. Mathematically we can say that I is equal to q upon t. So I equal to q upon t. So basically this is current, and when current was discussed, that time negative charge was not known. So that time only people started saying that whenever positive current, positive charge will flow, then there will be current. But actually electrons flows or negative charge flows through the conductor, not the positive. So initially the direction was taken as like this. We assume that current is in this direction, but charge was flowing positive. But later when we discovered that there is a electron or negative charge, then we did not change this convention. So this convention still follows. So actually whatever the direction of the current is there, then charge will flow in the opposite direction of current, and the sign of charge is negative, not positive. So in reality, negative charge will flow in the opposite direction of current. But in convention, since we have already taken that positive charge is flowing in the direction of current, so we are still following same convention. That means positive charge direction, positive charge flows direction is taken as direction of the current. Direction of the current. But in reality, this is not the case. In reality, opposite happens. That means direction of the current and the direction of the charge flows are not same. In reality, negative charge flows and in opposite direction of current. Negative charge flows in opposite direction of the current. And this is the actual direction, and this is the convention. This one is convention. Convention is we still take this as a direction of positive charge. We don't generally denote by negative charge. Like if you draw a circuit, let us say some resistance is present, then we show that this is the direction of current. This is the direction of current. That means positive charge is flowing from this direction. But in reality, it happens opposite. Like negative charge is flowing in this direction. This is the reality, but we take this one. We still follow this convention. the direction of current is taken as the direction of positive charge. But in reality, this is the situation: negative charge flows in the opposite direction of current. So whenever in circuit we shows the direction of current, we follow the convention only. क्या पूछेगा? So that is the difference between convention and what is the in reality. So current is defined as charge divided by time. So what is the unit of charge? Unit of charge is coulomb and unit of time is second. So unit will be coulomb per second. So this is called as ampere. So this is the unit. So this is the unit of current, that is ampere. So generally we don't use amperes because ampere is very big unit. So generally we use milliampere. Like if I say that in mobile charger you need only 2 milliampere, then what is in terms of ampere? Convert 2 milliampere into ampere, then how much it will be? So what is the answer for this? If I ask you to convert 2 milliampere into ampere, so what is the answer? 2 lakh. So what is the answer? So 1 milliampere is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. So this is a conversion. So if I ask 2 milliampere is equal to how much? That means 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. So like 1 microampere is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. So memorize this convention: milliampere or microampere.
वो म्यू लिखे हैं सर, वो म्यू एम्पियर
माइक्रो Suppose this is conductor. There are how many electrons in this conductor? So there will be many electrons in this conductor. All will be having some random motion. So they will move in random direction. Although this is solid, even though this is solid and in the form of crystal, still they can move in this conductor, and their motion will be random. Like this will move something in random direction. So here, what happens? They will move in random direction, and their speed inside the conductor is called drift velocity or drift speed. So drift velocity or drift speed, and this is very less as compared to speed of light, and this is in the order of millimeter. This is in the order of millimeter. So drift speed is in the order of like 1 millimeter per second. So what is drift speed? The random motion by which electrons move inside a conductor, that is drift speed or drift velocity, and this is in the order of 1 millimeter per second. As compared to the speed of light, this is very small. If it takes 1 millimeter per second, then the moment you switch on, you will not see that it is any fan or electric bulb is lighting. This is inside the conductor, and this is not the speed of the current. Current travels at the different speed, whereas the electron moves in the order of 1 millimeter per second. Both are not same. Drift speed or drift velocity is not same as the speed of the current. Drift speed drift velocity and the speed of the current. Speed of the current is not same. So here the current carrier is electron. Electron carries current, but electrons are moving at different speed as compared to the speed of the flow of current. Both are not same. Here electron moves inside the metal. The speed by which it moves inside the metal, that is called drift velocity, and this is not same as the speed of the current. That is both different. Carrier is here electron. Electron carries current. Whenever electrons move, there will be current generated. Carrier is moving with different speed, but current is flowing with the different speed. Both are not same. You should understand that there is a difference. If I say that I ask him, like you can understand like this, there are so many students. If I ask them to take any one book from here to ground floor, suppose this is moving, this take let us say 10 meter per second. This is the speed by which this book is moving, but students themselves are not moving with the 10 meter per second. They are moving less than 10 meter per second. That is the difference. Carrier is the student. Carrier who is carrying this book. Students are carrying. Book is reaching the ground with the speed of 10 meter per second, but students themselves are moving with the speed of 1 meter per second. See the difference. Even the carrier is not moving with 10 meter per second, but the book is moving with the 10 meter per second. So similarly here, carrier is what? Electrons. Electrons are not moving with the speed by which current is flowing, but they are moving very slow, but still the current flows very fast. So that is the difference. Drift speed and the speed of current is not same. So electric potential and potential difference. So what is electric potential? Now suppose there are 2 points, point A and point B. Here is one charge. Now I want to bring this charge from point B to point A. To bring this charge from point B to point A, we need to do some work. So if you are able to find out how much work it is needed to bring a charge Q from point B to point A, then we can define electric potential. Then electric potential will be the work done to bring a point charge Q from B to A. Listen carefully. The work done to bring point Q charge from B to A divided by the charge. So basically, potential is defined as if Q is equal to 1 unit, that is say 1 coulomb. Then electric potential is work done to bring a 1 coulomb charge from point B to point A. That is the potential difference between point B and point A. So basically, potential is the work done to bring a unit positive charge between that two point, and that is the potential of that 2 point. Basically, that is the potential difference. We generally don't define potential at a single point. So here what is electric potential? This is basically work done to bring a unit positive charge or unit charge from one point to another point. Work done to bring a unit charge from one point to another point is called electric potential. Electric potential between these 2 points. So generally potential exists between 2 points only. Now let us say here is one point, here is another point. If we are bringing a point charge q from B to A, then potential between A and B, that is potential between A and B is work done divided by charge q. This is the potential between A and B. So generally we take second point as a infinity. That means we are bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Then we will say that potential of that point is like W by Q. Like gravitational potential energy mgh. What is the potential at this side? It is mgh. That is true only if the potential at the ground level is 0. Otherwise, that is not the formula. mgh is not the potential at this side. Similarly, here potential, wherever potential is there, whether it is electric potential or gravitational potential, potential will be always defined between 2 points. Out of that 2 points, we assume that another point is reference, and reference, for this case, reference will be infinity, and we assume that potential at that point is 0. Then only we can say that potential at this point will be W by Q. Actually, what is this? This is basically potential at A minus potential at B, which is equal to work done to bring this charge from B to A divided by charge, and we assume that potential at B is equal to 0. Then we say that potential at A is equal to W by Q. Like gravitational potential energy, if this is a surface at h height, here potential is mgh. This is true only if the potential at this point is 0. This was valid only if the potential at this place is 0. Similarly here, if the potential at B is 0, then we can say that potential at A is equal to W by Q. If it is not 0, then potential at A will not be equal to W by Q. It will be W by Q plus potential at B. So generally we take one point as infinity. Generally we take one point as infinity, and potential at B will be then becomes 0. We assume that potential is 0 here. So this is the universal concept that potential is only defined between 2 points. And out of that 2 points, we take one point as a reference point, and there we assume that potential is 0. Then we define potential at other point as the whatever is the formula, whether it is electric potential, spring potential, or electric potential or gravitational potential. So if you see cell, if this is cell, you have seen across. If you have noticed the cell, on cell there will be positive and negative is marked, and if it is pencil cell, then it will be 2.5 volt. What does it mean? It means that potential difference between these 2 points is 2.5 volt. It does not mean that this cell is having 2.5 volt. That is not the case. Actually, this the meaning of this is the potential difference between these two end is 2.5 volt. So if we assume that here it is 0, then at this point it is 2.5 volt. And if we say that here it is 5 volt, then here it will be 7.5 volt. So battery which we use in either clock or so many places, actually on battery it is marked some potential like 2.5 volt. That's battery will be having I think 2.5 volt. Right? 1.5. Okay, 1.5. That 1.5 basically tells the potential difference it can create, it can give. That is the potential difference between 2 points is given as 1.5 volt or 2.5 whatever. So potential difference is defined by work done to bring a unit positive charge from one point to another point. That is the potential difference between that 2 points. So potential is generally denoted by V is equal to W by Q. Now here I have written V equal to W by Q. This is potential at one point. That means I have already assumed that point V is infinity and potential at this point is 0. Then I can write this V equal to W by Q. Otherwise the accurate definition is this one, VA minus VB is equal to W by Q. So what in book or everywhere you will get in class 10, there already it was assumed that other point is infinity and potential at that point is 0. So potential is equal to W by Q. Now if you see the unit is volt denoted by V. Now 1 volt is equal to, here if you see 1, what is our unit of work? Joule, and what is the unit of charge? Coulomb. So 1 joule per coulomb. So this will be the unit of potential. Now let us say this is the circuit. If you want to measure the potential between any 2 points, let us say you want to measure the potential between this resistance, then we use an instrument called voltmeter. We will connect voltmeter here to measure the potential across the 2 points. So what is the instrument used to measure the potential? Voltmeter. Voltmeter is used to measure potential difference voltmeter is used to measure potential difference between 2 points. And remember, voltmeter is always connected in parallel to the point where we want to measure the potential difference. Now let us find out the button to bring a 2 microcoulomb charge from point B to point A, and potential difference is given as 5 volt. Then what will be the work done? Question is find the work done to bring a 2 microcoulomb charge from point B to point A. And potential difference is given as 5 volt. Find the work done to bring a 2 microcoulomb charge from point B to point A. Where potential difference is 5 volt.
Yes, sir.
So what is the work done? So this is the answer 10 to the power minus 5 joule. आ गया?
हो गया बंद।